guys, welcome to Brown's Family Homestead. In this video, as you can see, this is a big one. We transferred our bees from my parents' property onto my property. My parents have been beekeepers for a couple years now, and I have been too scared to make the jump, so here it is. They're on our property now, and this video is all about beginner beekeeping, just to help some of you that may be feeling overwhelmed, you don't know where to start. I'm gonna answer the commonly asked questions. I'm gonna bring you along on a week's worth of hive checks from when they got delivered and what those look like, and then at the end of this video I'll be answering some common questions like where to get bees, how much, what kind of beehive, and stuff like that. So hopefully as I learn about beekeeping through my parents, you can learn through my videos. So let's start with a delivery date on me getting my own bees, and let's get into it.
You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor.
I'm ready!
Oh, so this is drive down here, I got you.
They look active.
So,
Welcome to your new home. Is we're gonna fill those up.
take this off. We'll fill them up after.
Okay.
Okay, so what we do is do you have drawn out comb at all? That's
That
not
is?
bad. If you have, oh, here we go.
Oh, they'll...
You want those in the middle because then they don't have to, they'll start laying immediately.
Oh, sweet.
Or it's easier for them to draw it out, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's...
Oh, that's... Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, they got a good start.
Sweet.
Oh, they're okay. They're quieter than ours.
Is that a bad sign if they're quiet?
We have all those other bees around.
Oh, yeah.
So what we want to do is we got to take this off.
Food.
This is full of food. Okay. Take the queen out.
Is she in her own separate?
She's in a separate thing.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So then they get really upset because the queen's not there anymore. Okay, girls.
Oh, I see her.
Oh yeah, there she is. Good and healthy. Okay, so let's set her here. Is we got to take this cork out of this side. See how this is sugar?
Yeah.
So we got to pop this cork out of here.
To release her.
And then we drill out, we're going to drill out probably half of the sugar that's in there. Just so that she gets out quick. She gets out quicker. Yeah. We're going to put her at this end. And just hang her like this. Push these together. That'll keep her from falling down in there. This, once they're in here, you don't want to get out. Just because they're going to die. By tonight they'll be out of there.
So could you talk a little bit about the process of, because I wasn't able to go to the store to pick them up, my parents picked them up. So what do you do when you do pick up, when it's time to pick up the bees?
So we only needed 2 colonies or 2 queens this time. So they were just, there's 2 cages, they're hooked together, and you just bring them back. And then we just left them in a cold, dark place overnight because it was going to be nicer today to let them, you know, introduce them to the hives. So it's a nice day today. So then we introduced ours, and then came out here to introduce Lindsay's.
Yay.
So, and they seem like good, healthy queens and healthy worker bees in there, a lot of them. So it seems like a good one.
So how many days until I got to go out again?
Probably 3 or 4. You'll want to check to make sure the queen's out of the thing. And see if you see a little teeny piece of rice.
Oh, eggs,
and that's eggs.
Larvae.
Yeah. And if you see teeny pieces of rice, then she's been there within a day.
Okay.
So, because they turn to larvae after 3 days, so.
And that's what you're continuously checking for all spring, right? Is just to see if she's continuously laying?
And swarm cells.
Oh.
Because you don't want them to get overpopulated. If they get overpopulated, then you run into them swarming on you. They'll form queen cells, and then they'll, oh, that's yours. But then they'll swarm on you and they'll leave the hive if they get too
crowded. Yeah. So then I just put on another super if they're crowded?
Yeah,
a
so
frame?
Once they're probably, I would say you've got 5, 6 solid frames in there. Out of the 8, you're going to want to put another super on.
Okay. I have one on the fridge.
The one on the fridge probably doesn't.
It is hive check number 3. I didn't film number 2 because all I did was go there and I checked to see if the queen was still in her cage, and she was still in her cage. So now I'm here with my dad, and he is going to help me if she's not released, but we're hoping she is.
See, they're all balled up right now.
That's good.
Yeah, it probably means the queen's not in here any longer.
Yeah, because they were balled up when she was in it.
Oh, really? Oh, she's gone.
Yay!
She's out. So she's in the middle of that cluster right now.
Wow.
So let's close them up. Always back up as soon as you can so that don't let all of them go.
When's the next time I come in?
So probably, like you can see, they drank quite a bit last night. So that probably tells you the queen's out. So now they're starting to build comb. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. If it's supposed to be real nice next week.
Yeah.
I would come out and see if you see those little teeny
larvae
eggs, you know, like the little teeny rice in the bottom of the cells. And then you know she's in there and she's laying. Okay. That's the most important thing. And you don't need to look for her or anything.
Okay.
They had already got a hole into her.
Does it hurt them if you do have to release her? Like, does it? Okay.
No, you just, what you don't want to have happen is release her upward. Like, because she could take off flying and then she's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Today's beehive check number 4. My parents are coming over right now to show me the beehive. This is beehive check number 4. So today we are gonna check to see if the queen is laying. My parents are coming over just to show me exactly what it looks like. They've said it's like a little piece of rice. I've seen them before, but they just wanna make sure I know for future reference, because if I ever stop seeing that, that's not a good sign if you stop seeing the queen laying. So we're also gonna drop off pollen patty and some more sugar water. And I will include in this video a sugar water recipe that my parents gave me, and I wrote it down. So I will show you that at some point in this video.
Okay, so what you do is, you can see here, there's no bees here, there's no bees here. Here's, we got bees. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop these off one at a time. See, if you smoke them, they go down in.
Okay. And
they're less likely to be buzzing all over everywhere. So see, they're drawn. See those golden things in there? Like, here, I'll show you. See right here? Those golden? That's bee bread.
Oh.
No, that's bee bread. So there's nectar in there. You can see the fluid in there.
Yeah.
That's from the... And then this is a drone.
Awesome.
See right here, this fat guy?
Yeah.
He's bigger than the other ones. That's a male bee. See, they're getting riled up. See, smoking, they wouldn't be this crazy.
Okay. Oh my gosh, is that not crowded?
No.
Okay. Crowded as if all of these looked like that,
Yeah,
right?
if they were all full.
Okay.
Look for little red queen. It's probably on the next frame just because the move to the center. This one has resources. See, they're storing honey and there's bee. See the bee bread? The bright yellow?
So cool.
That's pollen they're getting. Well, bee bread's
different?
a different food for them.
Wow.
It's protein. So
that's
where
cool.
honey is carbohydrates.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
The little ticks?
White,
the little
yeah,
tick?
little teeny white.
Yeah.
That's good. She's laying already.
My bees are thriving. Now we refilled the sugar water. Good to go.
Maybe in a week or week and a half, we'll check to see how the population is, because you have another box ready to go, right?
Yeah.
As soon as the population gets where there's about 4 solid frames of brood, we'll put another box on.
Okay. All right, now that you came through a week of beekeeping with me and doing my hive checks, now I'm gonna ask some common questions that I had beginning my journey that I had to ask my parents. So I'm gonna go over 4 main questions and I'm gonna quickly go through them. So hopefully this is helpful to any of you who wanna get into this. So the first one is going to be how to buy bees. So this is going to be not super helpful, but you're just going to want to call around and figure out who around you is beekeeping, because beekeeping can be so specific to your state, your climate. So you need to call around, figure out who around you is doing that, and then you can gain so much information from somebody else, like what they recommend, what kind of beehive they use, and just things like that. It is so specific, so it's helpful to find out people who are doing it around you. Number 2 is how much is a colony? A colony could be from $125 to $145, also depending if somebody wanted to charge more or less, but that seems like a safe number to say. It also depends if the queen is marked. The first colony I got, the queen was not marked. We had to mark her ourselves. And then this time it was super convenient, pay a little bit more, hardly anything at all. It's worth it to have the queen marked and already in like a cell waiting for you. Number 3, time of the year, springtime. Beekeeping is very hard to just like get yourself into and spontaneously. You can't just like get a hive and get a colony immediately and just start doing it. You're gonna want to learn. It can be intimidating. So if you order your colony in the winter time, and they will probably arrive around April, and then you can install them. So springtime is when your bees are going to arrive and you can begin the process. But it's definitely a planning type of thing to get into. 2 little fun facts is most bees come from Georgia. So my first colony came from Georgia, the second one came from Georgia. So not all, but a lot of them come from Georgia. The second fun fact is that you're likely to not harvest honey your first year. So it's a labor of love. So I've yet to harvest honey, but you know I'm going to make a YouTube video when we do. I'm super excited to do that. And then 3 is what kind of beehive are you going to have, or what should you get? And that is so personal. And so again, ask the people around you who are beekeeping, and it's just going to make your experience easier when there's somebody around you that has a similar beehive to you. There's a flow hive. I have a bee castle. They sent that to me for free and I love mine. But the one thing with flow hive is I've heard great things, like you don't have to harvest honey. It does it for you, which is super cool. It's like a modern, simple beekeeping beehive, but they're expensive. So if you want more than one, it's gonna be pricier. But I'm excited to actually harvest my honey. Maybe that'll change eventually down the line, but I'm excited to make candles and I mean, obviously get honey from it. So I'm going to bring you guys along on all of that. But those were 4 of the common questions I had. If you have any more questions, comment them below because I will answer them. And this is a whole series. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope it helps your planning journey as you potentially get your own bees and you can start planning and not being so scared to dip your toes in the water. So with that being said, this is my first start of the series of beginning beekeeping. If you have any questions, I will answer them in the comment section, but I'll also answer them in other videos too, because this is just gonna be a frequent series that I'm starting. So with that being said, we'll see you again next week with a new video. Bye.